As time has gone on with this Snow White film and the box office numbers, it has gotten worse and worse for Disney. As you see here, they might lose $300 million from the Snow White film. And it's definitely a crazy time if you're Disney. Final box office estimates revised much lower. Now, they were expecting they would lose close to only $200 million. So, again, you're still losing profit. But, THR previously went over the numbers where industry insiders estimate Snow White needs to make at least $500 million just at the box office safety net. And, yeah, it's not looking good for them whatsoever because if you look at these numbers here, they started with almost 67 million domestically, 76 million internationally. You go down to the weekend of the 28th to the 30th last weekend. They went from 42 million domestically to $14.2 million. That is not good. The movie A Working Man, with starring Jason Statham, did much better than Snow White. I would say much better. It outperformed Snow White at the box office last weekend. So, what have we learned here? When you bash an old film and you don't give it the proper respect it deserves, these are the results. And Disney continues to go down a path where they just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and thinking it's going to work, and it hasn't. And the numbers just keep crumbling for Snow White. As Deadline goes over, the only saving grace, if you want to call it that, is that Snow White will obviously bring revenue from home entertainment, TV, and Disney Plus ancillaries, which, according to your numbers, should bring the loss down to somewhere around $115 million. Of course, that's still a complete disaster. So, yeah, you might have some more success when they're streaming it. Maybe people will check it out and maybe they're watching it just to troll the movie. That is definitely a possibility. I'm sure that will happen. Where people are like, let's make fun of Snow White tonight, see how bad this film really is. Because they don't want to go to the theaters and pay their hard earned money. They'd rather just sit at home and wait for it to come out and just review it then and save themselves some time and money, which is probably going to likely happen. And of course, you got ancillaries, products, and things like that. They'll probably buy Snow White gear and everything from the kids. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would be a little bit higher than this. I thought, they'd be around the 300 to $400 million mark. I still think they would have lost money, but at this rate, it's really bad. I mean, you look at the 225 final. That's what they're expecting to be at $225 million final gross. Is also a lot lower than Dumbo's $353.2 million from back in 2019. So as you can see here, it's just not looking good. But let's go to Dumbo real quick because I want to look at just the box office numbers from Dumbo so we can just get an idea about these numbers. So overall, they made, as you say, $353 million. Let's look at Snow White and compare the two. Again, it's just really a bad look for Disney. See numbers. Snow White. Let's see. Domestically, yeah, it's just not good for them right now. This was $145 million. But this from last weekend. So I'll have to find it later. But as we know, Snow White is just a complete mess. And Rachel Zegler continues to not take accountability. She said on her Instagram, the number one movie in the world. And I'm like, why would you even say that? Because at the end of the day, you're looking at how people are reacting to your film and you're taking no type of responsibility, no accountability whatsoever. Of course, when you have CGI dwarfs, that doesn't help at all because I'm sure many fans out there want to see live dwarfs instead of CGI dwarfs. And that was a joke to begin with. So Disney just failed miserably here. And I think another factor is making live action films from animated movies might not be the best move because it doesn't always work out. Now they've had success, like the Jungle Book I thought was really good. I thought Beauty and the Beast was solid. And Lilo and Stitch actually looks good as well. So they've had some success. I heard Mufasa was good. I have to check that out. But as you can see, I think the biggest problem with this film is the marketing, the way Rachel Zegler talked about the film. She didn't speak positive on the original. And that's where this movie fell flat on its face. If she had, spoken something or said something good about the Snow White movie and gave it some positive feedback and didn't just trash it and called the prince a creep because he was stalking Snow White and calling it outdated, saying we're changing everything up. That's another thing. Why would you change it up? They even changed one of the songs in the movie. You don't do stuff like that and expect that you're going to get great results. So I don't know where Rachel Zegler goes from here. I mean, it's a disaster nonetheless. And if Disney doesn't learn their lesson, if they don't figure out, you know what, we should go out and make good movies again, put out good stories, not push these agendas, this woke movement, feminism in this film, then yeah, maybe fans will trust us again. But until then, I don't know. We shall see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts about this Snow White film. Did you like the film? I'd love to hear your feedback. Did you dislike it? Are you surprised by the box office numbers? Are you not surprised? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.